Okay, we're live. I am so incredibly tired. Oh my god. I definitely need some good coffee. And, okay. First of all, an announcement. I am going on a vacation. Yay! And I'm not gonna stop playing ryze. Okay, what I'm planning to do. The problem is, the only thing I have is a laptop. And to my knowledge, there is no ryze in Wild Rift. If there is, so yeah, sorry, I accidentally hit the button that stops the recording. No idea which one is that, but I accidentally hit it. So what I was trying to say is that if there is ryze in Wild Rift, then I'll record that. If not, which I don't think there is, then unfortunately I can't record it on my laptop. I'm gonna play the games, then I'm gonna record a video when I come back, showing you the proof that I did play those games. You can check out my OP if you really want. I did play those games every day. And I'll show that. I'll show the proof, right? So that's the first announcement. The second thing is, I don't really have anything to talk about. I'm going to talk about movies, but I know that's not League. Sorry, not League. But yeah, this is just to make the gameplay just a bit more enjoyable. So if you really don't want to, you can just mute me. No hard feelings, obviously. To me, films have always been based on enjoyment value. If I watch the film and I like it, then it's a good film. If I watch the film and I just didn't like it, then it's not a good film. It could be objectively good, shot well, edited well, done like everything correctly, but if it's not fun to watch for me, then it's not a good film. And a lot of good films, people say like, oh my god, these films are incredible, just not been that fun for me to watch. I am the kind of guy to actually get enjoyment from more than just the film. It can get enjoyment from the style of film. Kill Bill's still one of my favorite films. Even though my friend keeps telling me it's inconsistent, it makes no sense. There's a lot of moments that are not, that make no logic and don't follow any consistency. I don't care. The film is so fun. It has such an enjoyment. Like, it rises. It like it gets me really excited. It like gets the 10-year-old out of me. I'm like, yes, I don't care that it makes no sense. I don't care that it's dumb as hell. I don't care that they shoot blood everywhere. It's stylish. It's fun. It has such a, it hits every note. It hits those notes. It hits notes correctly to make it so much fun. Like, those notes that it needs to hit, it hits in all the right way. And yeah, I get it, it's not the best film, and everyone keeps telling me it's too gory, it's not good, it's violence for the sake of violence. I disagree. I wildly disagree. Anyway, for me, again, films are about enjoyment. So what happens when a good film is not enjoyable? Like, it could be a great film. I'm trying to think of a good example from the top of my head of a film that's like objectively good but not fun. The only one I can really think of, and so many people are gonna hate me, Inside Out. I watched the film and I like it. Like, I don't like it, sorry. I understand when people like it. I actually think it's objectively a good film. No, objectively, I think it's a good film. I'm probably not gonna watch it again. I watched it twice or 3 times. Every time, same feeling. It's just not fun. Like, okay, don't get me wrong. There are moments that are a lot of fun. They're like really enjoyment. Like, I'm like, yes, that's taking the scenario to really fun advantage, right? And don't you know, not every film needs to be fun, childish, or something. A film could be serious, good, deep, and it's weird that that's kind of the stuff that I usually like. But when it's alone, I usually don't like it. When it's just that, I usually don't like it. Inside Out has the moment, like, if I remember the part where they go into abstract, right? And they get, like, more and more abstract. Really good. I really like that scene. Every part with anger was a lot of fun. But, like, the film is more about the emotion than it is about fun. And don't get me wrong, I think a film could really do that and be good. I don't say that every film needs to be childish. Really, I'm not. I actually like serious, deeper. But one of the things that just, I value a film based on how enjoyable it is to watch. Like my favorite show, for example, is BoJack Horseman. I've said that like multiple times, and that's like a more serious show, right? It's done so well, and I can appreciate every moment. But would the film be the same if it didn't have the fun part to it, the funny, quirky jokes, the incredible lines? It's enjoyable to watch because there's a lot in it, not just one element. There's multiple elements. Even the serious parts can be enjoyable to watch. You just need to do it correctly. Another show that I really like is Teen Titans, right? Not Go. Actually, don't mind Go. Really controversial. I watched Go actually before I watched the original Teen Titans. So I actually kind of have like a soft spot for it. I get it's terrible, but it has some of the funniest moments. Like, serious, laugh out loud, self-aware, dumb jokes that just work for me. I don't know everyone. It's a really controversial opinion, but I actually don't mind it. I don't like it today. Like, I'll probably not rewatch it that many times. I really don't. It annoys me so much. But there's just so many dumb episodes that really work. But I'm not talking. Okay, so Teen Titans. One of the reasons I love it so much is because it's a childish, fun show, right? And that works, kinda. It's not the best part of the show. To be fair, the episodes that are more quirky like that are usually the worst ones. But because it's kinda dumb, childish, fun, sing along in the car scenes, right? The serious scenes take so much more like, they become so much better because you get to enjoy the characters, because you get to have fun with the characters, because it feels more realistic, because it contrasts. When your happy-go friend suddenly becomes sad, you realize it's something really, really big, right? And that's kind of what it does. What I'm trying to say is, to me, a lot of what makes a good film good is the enjoyment I get out of watching it. If a film is not enjoyable for me to watch, even if it's good, even if I think it's incredible, even if I cried like 50 times at the scene in Inside Out, it doesn't matter. I don't like the film. It's not that fun to watch. And for that, I get less value out of the film. I still think it's good. As I said, I did like the emotional parts. It's just not a film I'd probably rewatch because I don't like it that much. It's so. Then let's look at the opposite scenario. Opposite spectrum. What happens if a bad film, clearly bad film, even say some people hate this film, and I absolutely love it. I love it out of my mind. And I'm not talking about Revenge of the Sith, right? Which is one of those films that a lot of people hated. Now people are more accepting of. To be fair, I watched all of them as a kid, like the original 6 films all together as a kid. So I have a soft spot for the prequels, even though I really hate the first one. I really do. The third one, I really have a soft spot for it. But I'm not talking about that for you. And Spider-Man 3, same thing. Not talking about that. I'm talking about a film people hate. And I had so much fun watching it. I'm talking about Angry Birds. Yeah, I watched that film 3 times, I think. The first twice when I was like younger-ish, when it came out. And my first reaction was like, that wasn't that bad. I expected worse. And then I watched it again and I was like, yeah, I still think I still have the same reaction. Not that bad. I expected worse. But then I rewatched it lately. And my reaction was like, wait, did I actually enjoy that? Like, oh, that was an incredible outplay. I'm actually really happy that I did that. That was actually pretty, I'm like, yeah, pretty proud of myself on that one. I liked the film. Not love. I think it's a bad film. I think it's terrible. I'm not sure if it's doing it on purpose. I'm not sure if it's self-aware to the point that it's so dumb on purpose, but it feels that way. I'm really not sure. Because there's so many jokes that you're so ready. Like, the house scene, if you know which one I'm talking about. They you see their ship coming, you see the anchor, you see his house, you're like, yes, it's gonna destroy his house. It's gonna be gonna, and then it boom, destroys just the side of it. And I cracked up so hard. To take the Nostalgia Critics analogy, I'm sorry. It's like the Three Stooges in a line of pies, of cream pies, and they're like, well, I have no idea what to do with this. No, not at all. It's like, what? Is that so dumb that it's dumb? Is that a missed opportunity? Or is that just so funny? Is that so self-aware dumb that it actually goes the full circle? I'm not sure. That's my reaction for most of the film. Is it so dumb that it's going like the full circle? You're like, why would he lie about being the king? Why would he be? Why is that? Why is this decision? Why is that decision? Why is there a guy listening to apples in the background? I am dead serious. Watch the film. There's a guy listening to apples in the background of one of the scenes. What? I've no words to describe this. Like, I am not sure. I'm convinced this film is self-aware and has gone like full out to being like the dumbest, stupidest, like giving us almost a cliche story, but then like not cliche story at the same time being cliche. I can't describe this film. I know I'm making a bad description, and a lot of you are like, what? No, that's dumb. You're just making up words. I'm really trying to describe it the best way I can. It's so dumb that it works. And it's kind of like The Happening. You know, a lot of people have been saying it's so bad that it's good. It's kind of like that, but I actually think this movie is self-aware. I am convinced it is. There's so many jokes that are almost there, then missed, and I'm like, I don't know if to laugh or to cry, and I laughed. Like, there's no other reaction. Like my cousin is stupid. Look, A, B, C, and then nothing. I know it's a missed opportunity, but it's almost so self-aware that it's a missed opportunity that it cracks me up. It's so dumb and such a bad decision that it goes the full circle and makes me laugh. Just because how absurd it is. Literally anything should have gotten a laugh. But it got a laugh because it did nothing. What? That makes no sense. That's my reaction to the film. It's so dumb, and there's so many scenes that should not work. That are so childish. They're so bad that there is no other reaction than to laugh. The pee scene, right? We all know this scene, right? I think it was in the trailers. I did not watch the trailers. I never watch trailers. Phil, the scene. Watched the first time, I was like, oh my god, that's terrible, and I laughed. I watched the second time, I was like, oh my god, this is so childish and dumb, and I laughed. And I watched the third time, I was like, god damn it, this is so bad. It's another missed opportunity, kinda. And I laughed. I'm sorry, it's so dumb that it works. It's so bad that it works. It's such a not funny thing that it works. It makes it funny. It's almost taking itself too seriously and doing it the other way around. Like the slow-mo. When you originally watch it, I was like, what? And then I kind of almost giggled. The second time was actually funnier to me because I knew what's coming. And the slow-mo actually works. It's kind of a joke that only works the second time you watch it. The first time, it's kind of like, ew, this is disgusting. But then the second time, it actually is kind of funny because you know what's coming. It's almost like, I don't know if any of you read books or listen to books, but when there's like a part when you figured out the twist, I guess that also works for films, but less, in my opinion. And you kind of figure out the twist, right? Or not the twist, that the character is gonna die. You know the character is gonna die, but it makes it kind of more suspenseful because of that. Does that make sense? Where like you almost know the twist and you're just anticipating it so much that it almost works. You feel your heart start pumping, right? Even though you know what's coming, because you know it actually works. I don't know if I'm describing it well, but like you like know what's coming, and because of that, it's suspenseful. You're like, don't, please. I wanna be wrong. Wait, does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. It's kind of like that, where it's so dumb, it works. I could not stop laughing while watching the film. I'm not sure if it's self-aware or not, but it worked for me. And I know they made a sequel. I watched that. I actually liked it less, just because of that. Once it felt like, the film was like kind of better, but even more cliched. Like the story was even more cliched, and even worse, and made even less sense, and was like really bad and dumb, and I didn't like it as much. I don't know, less jokes landed. More of them were like more conventional jokes and more stereotypical. A lot of people say it's a better film. For me, it's just less fun because it's less fun. It's taking itself a bit more seriously, and every beat is so predictable, and there's so many jokes that are so like hit the right note but the wrong note as well. Because the reason I actually like the first one is because it's dumb. It's because it makes no sense. It's because it's kind of self-aware in a dumb, childish, not working way. It's like if Spider-Man 3 didn't have the dumb moments but still had the wrong bad choices. It's just a bad film. Or an average film. You're like, cool, so still bad choices, still the story doesn't work because there's too much and there's not enough time and there's all the problems that Spider-Man 3 has. I could list them all for an hour. But the reason we all like the film, it's because it's dumb. It's because it's fun to watch. It's because emo Peter is best Peter. Let's stop lying. Like, the reason we like the film is because of the bad moments. If the bad moments didn't happen, it's just the bad choices, and the film is not enjoyable anymore. It's kind of what it feels to me. Even if it's more, like, better film, it's less of a good film. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's kind of my thought on the Angry Birds film and Angry Birds 2. I was actually really hoping to like Angry Birds 2. I really wanted to be wrong, but I was like, I really don't see this film working. I really don't. If it takes itself seriously, then it's bad. If it doesn't take it, okay, if it didn't take itself seriously, just like the first film, maybe. I'm not sure. The first film is so dumb and childish, but in every way I know that it works. The second film is just, I'm really trying to think of any joke that really worked in Angry Birds 2, and I don't think there is one that I really found. I think everyone, like, the scene that was, like, in the trailers, I think that's the one that a lot of people like. I think, I'm not sure. Where they dress up as this bird and it gives everyone the dead eyes. That's kind of funny. But it's, like, I don't know if the word is predictable, but it's kind of like, I really don't know what's the word. It's like, not casual, but like, it doesn't do enough with the premise of it being like so scary. Right, the costume that they dress up as and like to fool the guards, it's so scary that it works. And the dance battles is kind of, I don't know, maybe if I didn't watch the trailers and I actually did not like see that coming, like it's just gonna be a dance battle, I probably did though. I probably would have. I still don't think that would work. And the bathroom scene was just these are scenes that I can see working. Maybe if they take it more extreme or more dumb or more bad. I really don't know what to describe Angry Birds 2. To be fair, I only watched that once and I did not like it. I really did not like it. That's pretty much my thoughts. Yeah, that's pretty much it. My